Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pathologic 2. As you can see, I've pretty much made up all the progress we lost post last death. Found the one survivor outside the hospital, several more to go. We'll have to check. I'm guessing that it will be more common to see surviving people mixed in with the dead in areas that have just been plagued rather than areas that are currently plagued. So we'll have to take a look around the atrium a little bit in a moment. For now, I think the very first thing we should do is go to see the Inquisitor. Then we should go and make sure we give Ava some antibiotics to try to keep her alive as long as possible. And then we can go get into this thing. The plus side of doing it this way is that we can save in the cathedral. So yeah, let's do it. When I unpause in a moment here, you're going to see a looter fighting a small child. I would just like to note that up to this moment, the child has been kicking his ass. Let's see if that continues. We might want to get in there and help. I should probably take the rusty scalpel out of my hand, right? Oh, no, wait. The kid's given up. Kind of want to... Nah, never mind. He's definitely after me. I'm just going to ignore him. We have a lot of meter here to use for evasion. Nope, he's gotten into a fight with somebody else. Yeah, those knives are not a joke, it turns out. Gotta take that pretty seriously. That kid ran up to him and just like... It was like he was punching his face like a speed bag. It was very impressive. Oh, well, this is a good start. Nooses already, huh? Not even been a whole day. Alright, not a lot of people here are willing to talk to us.
He shouldn't strut around like that. When the cat's away, the mice will play.
Is Andre sick? I can't remember who's gotten sick. Well, we'll have a look in a second here. She has a stump of an imagination. Not that she lacks it completely, you know. She's not talentless. That's what stings the worst. The Inquisition only takes the talented. They look for children with potential, and then teach them to look for openings. They recruit children? Sometimes. And you know this Inquisitor personally? At one degree of separation. I see. If Peter were still alive, I'd drop that hideous cathedral on her head for him. But now... Why? What does Peter have to do with her? You'll see. You think she'll appreciate our polyhedron? No, I do not. Agreed. You know, honestly, it's beginning to grow on me. So, hold on a second. I wonder if Peter's death is scripted, or if the dialogue really is just reactive, because it was neat that he noticed. So Andre is listed as in danger, but he is not. I can't give him anything. That makes me a little worried. Is the same going to be true for everybody else now, or is it just that I have to go to their home? 80% or so. 85 if she's been to the capital in May. Could have been higher, but that bird story... is that the probability of execution or salvation? They're often indistinguishable from one another. Boy, I don't agree with that at all. Can't argue with that. It's like the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. Do you know her? Aglaya Lilich? As an Inquisitor, you mean? I don't know. You don't know if you know her? Is that... Sorry, what? Well, I did indeed perform certain services. Errands, really. But that doesn't mean I understood them. It doesn't mean the opposite either. You'll see for yourself soon, and if you don't, you'll sense it. You're the kind to you're the kind to think with your heart. Hands more than heart, but I'm flattered, I guess. Oh hey, look who it is.
She made an example of murderers and madmen. That was merely prologue. The game itself is yet to start.
Oh, so you've been invited to this performance too. You mean the gallows? You reckon we'll spectate, or go on stage? Well, we won't direct this play, that's for sure. But I was talking about what awaits us inside. Inside? That's not a performance, just a run-through, meaning she'll probably run each of us through, with something sharp. Well, all the world's a stage, sometimes a gallows stage. I foresee a unique experience. We are about to witness a most exquisite one-woman show. I suggest you keep track of it and learn her devices. It'll come in handy. Are the Inquisitors actors? Well, absolutely. Her role is difficult, though, so do play along. Improvise. Drop a brick or two, derail her with your silly trains of thought. You know the drill. I can't tell if that's instruction or if it's just Mark being Mark. That was a compliment so backhanded I could see through it. That's not... Okay, never mind. Hey, everybody. I'm just gonna walk right in. I think I'm expected. I hope we can still save in here. I do still think it's a real bummer that you can't save in the theater. I guess they feel like it would make things too easy if you could, since it's so central and everything. Alright, let's meet this instrument of demise. Ours, everybody else's, you know. This will be a long conversation. You must pay complete attention. You don't need to tell the truth, but lying will have consequences. Ready? Well, I'd like to take a seat first. Looks like I'm in for something interesting. Are you that cynical or that brave? You don't seem like a fool. Oh, that's a good question. I think more cynical than brave, probably. Sorry, have we started? Let us start with the classic problem. Would you push an obnoxious fat man in front of a trolley to keep 4 children from being run over? I don't think that whether or not he's obnoxious really factors into it. I mean, yeah, 1 life instead of 4, yes. I see. Question 2. Soldiers are about to execute your 2 daughters. If you offer them one voluntarily, they will only shoot her. If you refuse to cooperate, they will shoot both. Your move? I mean, it's the same principle, it's less pleasant. Not that shoving a dude in front of a train is pleasant, but you know what I mean. So we could just keep asking, or we could just keep answering the questions. Or we could try to work around her. Mark said to derail her with our silly trains of thought, and again, that could just be Mark being Mark, but it could have been an instruction. He does seem to have some foreknowledge, right? So maybe we try to get her off of what she's thinking about. Look, why are you asking me this? This is not what you called me here to talk about. You are an intriguing man. Your speech has an unusual cadence to it. A rare thing indeed. Is it, though? Okay, well. But I believe I have now attuned myself to you. Do you know why I am here? I could guess. I've been told you are well versed in the local lore and medicine, with its unusual beliefs about the human body. I've been told you are working on a cure for the disease. And, as there can be no cure, this is merely sabotage, am I correct? Now that's interesting. She says, as there can be no cure. I'm wondering if she means, like, a cure can't exist. Basically, I'm having a hard time expressing this thought for some reason. I'm thinking she doesn't mean so much that a cure couldn't exist as that there can't be allowed to be a cure. That's how she's coming across to me right now. Who told you that, I wonder? So, can a cure be produced or not? It can. Like I've cured the disease twice. I know that it does. I know that it can exist. I don't know how to make it, but I know that it can exist. An hour ago, I was brought a vial and a letter from one Stanislav Rubin. He claims the medicine is a tested serum, the serum, and that the town owes its existence to you. Any comment? He claims the medicine is a tested serum, the serum. What is she talking about here? Is she So, the town owes its existence to you. It's like the answers here are suggestive of the fact that Artemy takes this as saying that Reuben has come up with a cure, right? It can't be he doesn't have the skill, or so that's what he was doing. But that's obviously not a real thing. I don't know what he sent her. Bull's blood, maybe? I don't deserve the honor, I guess, because it's nonsense. I've also been informed he was a close friend of yours. Yeah, sure, he was. Reuben died tonight. Have you not heard? I only know he's dead, nothing more. Well, it doesn't matter now. What matters is why he sent the sample on your behalf rather than his own. Maybe because he knew he was going to die? It seems like sometimes people do. No idea. I mean, let's play this close to the vest, right? I don't trust her. A cure for the sand pest changes many things. Thousands of life and death questions, of which I am now interested in 4. Now I need the recipe and access to the ingredients. Show me. Which 4 lives are you concerned with? Brock, are you mad? I don't believe you fully comprehend who I am or what is happening right now. Is that so? Let's deal with the epidemic first and bicker later. How about that? What is this sample made of? Blood, mostly. Herbal tinctures, but those are secondary. Well, we're lucky it's September and Twire's in bloom. Infected human blood? No. I don't know whose blood it is. I didn't just hear you, Brock. I'd assume you were trying to make fun of me. Allow me to reciprocate, then. Did you know that the whole ordeal with divining your fate is more than mere mystical nonsense? Your fate has been amputated. I can tell that for certain. Perhaps. I don't really care. Does it seem to anyone else like these are not the two halves of the same conversation? It almost feels like the dialogue, it almost feels like my dialogue is from a different conversation, like a pointer got screwed up somewhere. What do you mean? Are you that apathetic? Or is it that you simply don't understand how painful it is to remain a puppet in the hands of those more powerful than you? What does that have to do with anything? Okay. Listen, lady, I always try to do the right thing. I don't care if someone orchestrates it. The heart is smarter than the brain. Okay. Just all nonsense. Everything we say is nonsense. You're a fool. Although, perhaps, you're not the fool here. Go. This conversation is over. So how much do we want to antagonize her, basically, is the question we are presented with in this dialogue choice. So there'll be more at some point? Looking forward to it. Don't give me cheek, Brock. I won't have it. You are to report to me here daily. No, any more quips, or are we done? Yeah, I've got more, but I think I can hold them back for a bit longer. See you around. Well, that was just kinda like nonsense. We have a cure, apparently. It cost Ruben his life, so now he won't be able to tell me what he made it from. How can I make more? I need advice from someone well-versed in blood. How would he have made a cure? Well, that definitely bears investigation. Okay, that makes sense. Aglaya Lilich is very much on my nerves. Hold on, if we walk up the stairs, we can save here, which Boy, that thing that the game does where sometimes it doesn't register both forward and sideways is definitely an issue. More of a problem in these spiral staircases than anywhere else. Probably actually going to be easier for me to do this than it is for me to try to turn constantly. I don't have my mouse sensitivity at a reasonable level for climbing that staircase in a clean, contiguous fashion. Hold on, I had a talk prompt there. Oh, these people were hiding from me. Her questions are madness. What numbers? My work schedule, who I'd like to be rid of. I'm an ordinary person, why ask me? I live a good life, I'm a productive member of the community. I've never hurt anyone. Well, what did she say to you? She's like a magician. Asked 4 questions, wrote down 3 letters. I have no idea what it meant, but I'm scared. Neither of these are responses to the thing she just said. Ugh, I guess I was lucky this time. I'm a good person. Good person. You're only realizing it now? Only realizing now that you're a good person? His name is Chainlink, by the way. I need to sit down. I'm dizzy. Huh. I can see now that I've always had that in me. I see myself with different eyes. Okay. So for a while, I felt like the conversations were getting a little bit better, a little bit more sensible. And I thought that what was happening maybe was like we had gotten through a part of the game that had been poorly translated, or that things were becoming intentionally less opaque or something. I'm gonna go ahead and drink here. Oh hey, this one's not full of plague. Nice. Let's fill up some water bottles. But that whole sequence over there had very much the same feeling as some of those conversations near the beginning of the game, where I legitimately can't tell if it's a translation issue or not. I mean, I guess that's an aesthetic you can go for. That's a choice you can make intentionally, and maybe they did. I've been assuming that it has not been intentional, but maybe that's not reasonable. Okay, looter, I'm gonna jump inside here real quick. So we're gonna look for piles of the dead, basically. I need to find 3 more living people and send them to the hospital. Okay, that sounded different. You know how I mean that. If we can catch a couple of looters that have knives, I wouldn't mind sending a couple more people to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hold on. Where are we on health? My health is very high. I should not get killed in a single hit, one would hope. We gotta be very attentive to audio cues. Okay, somebody turned that around against the wall for some reason. And
Got you.
oh, there we go. There's the door. There's a child running after somebody. Hey, kid. You want to trade? No, you do not want to trade. Right, I'm just thinking, like, piles of people to be dragged off and buried or whatever. It makes sense that they would be in the districts that were recently plagued, right? Certainly not seeing anything like that, though. I guess we could be talking about people that have already been moved, in which case they could be anywhere. That's a shame. Show me good stuff. Ooh, boots. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Spare boots. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Rearrange stuff in the inventory screen, which is a place where time does not pass. What do I want to do here? We could move this back to our punch-in slot. I mean, it doesn't much matter if we don't intend to fight, right? Put these in the equipment slot, the ones with the high durability. That guy a looter? No, that's just a normal guy. It's weird that he's just standing here looking away from us. You know what? Hold on. I'm not gonna pick a lock here. Let's keep moving. I'm just thinking we have a lot of stuff to do. Kid, could you please not be blocking this entire path? I want to look around for more bodies. I think that's a pretty high priority. Oh, wait a second. Where am I? Okay, this is on the map. It must have been here before. This isn't the building that shouldn't exist anymore that we climbed before. This is a different one. I think. That's weird. It's also weird that I've never seen that. It's tall enough that you'd think it would be... Wait, really? Oh yeah, I totally don't have room for an empty bottle. Well, we probably ought to remedy that. You know what else I ought to do is I ought to go get food. I'm actually very hungry, I'm noticing. Okay,
You fail me because you fear an end to your loneliness.
yeah, something tells me death isn't going to make me less lonely. Alright, let's run back out the other side of this area. And try to go to a store, because I'm actually, like, very close to starving. And I know we were told that the stores don't sell food for money anymore, and if that turns out to be true, it will be a huge disappointment to me. Maybe what we should do instead is try to scavenge some food, but, like, food's the first thing to go, right? You would imagine. Where am I relative to a place where I could buy food anyway? The stores still work in the infected and looted parts of town, right? I guess let's go for that. I wonder if you can kill store owners and steal their inventory. I wonder if that is a thing that works in this game. Alright, we can see the sign for the grocery store right there. I am definitely going to get jumped on my way there. Actually, that guy doesn't look like a looter. He doesn't have the orange face. He has bread, but he will only trade it for my lockpick. He'll give me bread and immunity boosters in exchange for a lockpick. Alright, you stay right here. My health is decreasing rapidly. I might have to come back out and make that trade, but let's see if we can avoid doing that for the moment. Because I would like very, very much to not have to. Put your purse away, Ripper. We don't trade for money anymore. Okay? What's that supposed to mean? Drag your ears out of your pockets, will you? Coupons. All food is only sold for coupons now. Inquisitorial decree to crucify profiteers. Are you kidding? Where do I get them? Go to the town hall and ask for yourself. Suppose they'll add coupons to the fund rewards. You doctors of the upper crust now, after all. Like to eat before I get a fund reward. So she'll only trade for coupons. Well, let's go get that piece of bread then. Hopefully that guy hasn't moved on too much. Yep, that's a real shame, but has to be done. And eat. Okay, so here's a problem. We got our fund reward already this morning before all this coupon nonsense started. So I don't know what to do then. I guess maybe let's go to the town hall and see. We'll just make sure to check everybody's inventory. Maybe they'll give me some indulgence coupons in addition to the money we took already. Because, you know, otherwise their doctor might starve to death. We might have to use the Shady Shop, which is a shame because the prices there are horrible now, but that makes it even more important that we loot and try to find food and money. Yeah, let's go ahead and spend the needle. Okay, 380. That's pretty... Nah, that's okay. I'm good. Do appreciate it when they give you the verbal warning. See, if we had a gun, then things would be a lot easier. And at this point in the game, maybe we would actually consider buying a gun, because it looks like our money is about to become useful for a lot fewer things. Don't have a lockpick anymore. Okay, well, it's a little bit of cash. Can't loot any of this stuff, can't walk forward and left at the same time. Alright, let's just go ahead and step out. I don't want to get any deeper into the building for fear of getting a guy coming up behind me that I can't avoid. And we're not seeing any piles of bodies or anything. This might actually be tricky. Might have to range around town a little bit more. Maybe right outside of the plagued areas would be a good place to look. Ooh, a cloak. My cloak is almost destroyed. We do not have the space for another one, so I could drop some, like, fishing hooks or something. Maybe that's a smart idea. Okay, grab this. These? Oh, it's actually even bigger than that. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not going to make room for it. New cloak, very useful. Looting, in general, very useful. Don't really want the muddy water. I mean, I guess we could take it and just pour it out and keep the bottle. And I'm not going to bother going upstairs. Same reasoning, which I think has held to be reasonably solid so far. Let's pour out. Okay. See, if the fund is not willing to give us anything today, beyond the money that we already took, we're going to have a hard time eating. I have to get a little bit lucky. Okay, I got no room for soap. I wish I could just use it directly from the interface. So that at least, or from the loot interface. So that at least if you find something that's... Nope. If you find something like that that you know has a use, you could just use it right away. Without having to pick it up first, which is a little bit silly. Ooh, a match. You know what? I will drop a single broken ampule for a match. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Alright, I mean, these people are obviously actually dead, though. Let's check this building. I'm pretty bummed out about the fact that we haven't found any food in a while. We have looted real food before, haven't we? Okay, they are immediately, instantly aware of my presence. Let's just not even bother with that. How about over here? Wouldn't it be cool if we got to loot this building and it was just packed full of food? This is where we were holding our Thanksgiving feast. Yeah, I'll say this. This game has given me a healthy mechanical fear of these dudes. Alright, that's cool. I'm gonna just see myself out, thanks. I appreciate the offer of companionship. Almost as much as I appreciate finding loot that we already have a stack of. Alright, so we're taking very small amounts of damage from our infection. It's totally fine. It will be totally fine. This guy has peanuts and a candle stub. Well... Trade the matches for peanuts and then trade the peanuts to a kid for food? Yeah, that might work. Trading with kids is going to be our salvation for a while, I think. Immunity boosters. Or the chestnut. I don't know that I think that's a good idea. I guess we have a lot of immunity boosting stuff on us. I have some thoughts here. Now is not the time to talk to the Inquisitor. Inquisitrix, I guess, is maybe the right construction there. I need to go to Town Hall, which unfortunately is in a plagued district. We're going to start taking damage from hunger again. I mean, it may well be the case that the only move we have left is to run from Town Hall down to the Shady Shop and just buy a single unit of good food. Crappy that is probably what it has come down to, but oh, that's right. This is the wall that it's a real pain to get through. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water here. Drink. There we go. Use. You can see how infected the air is just on the other side of the wall. This is how plagues work. They have great respect for physical barriers. So we have good protective clothing. It might be better to search the plagued area than it is to search areas that are in post-plague mode, actually. Since we have a lot of immunity boosters and we have a lot of immunity-boosting clothing. It's a normal guy who's okay? Nope. Not aware of me, but he also won't trade with me, so I'm assuming he's not a normal dude. Okay, let's get in here and see if they'll let me know what's up. God, I hope they'll give us some stuff.
Frightened of me the first time.
Nope. Okay, here to get coupons? Quite so. Any chance you might have seen the hunger and ruin going around? It's called emergency conditions. To help you maintain a semblance of life, our kind benefactor, Inquisitor Aglaya Lilich, introduced centralized distribution of food in exchange for coupons. It's called rationing due to low stock. Okay. Well done learning all those long words. What do I do with money now? Don't offer money to the merchants. We've got ears everywhere. You'll get whatever the Inquisitor decides you're worthy of. It's called basic provisions. So are you taking the coupons or not? Yes, please give me the coupons. Okay, hold on. Apparently they're greater than 1 by 1. And I know voices are talking to me or whatever. I'm not really... I'm not super interested, obviously. 2. 2 coupons.
Let me in with a stake in mind. New mind working.
Okay, that's a lot of gibberish. I have 2 coupons. Please give me all of the food I'm allowed to buy with 2 coupons. Each one of them is worth 6. That buys me 1 egg. Well, I mean, I did already take my pay, I guess. Let us eat the egg. Jesus. Well, this is going to get a lot harder. I thought we were starting to get the hang of it, the rhythm of it, you know? I will say, it does a really good job of making you feel like you're in grave danger, and then making you feel better, and then making you feel less safe, and, like... There are a lot of things about this game that are very effective. Okay, hold on. We had some other business to attend to. Right, there's the small issue with Anna having apparently gone mad and drowning mice. We should go see Yulia in a place where I'm actually allowed to give her treatment, right? I did not remember to go see Ava. Shoot. Well, that's the thing we'll have to do. Okay, my mask is broken. I'm gonna go ahead and enter one of these buildings. Our immunity to the infection is high. We have a lot of immunity boosters. Let's loot in an infected building a little bit. There's a different kind of unsafe. There's a kind of unsafe that we can bear a little bit more at the moment. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's a plague bringer. Plague bearer, I suppose. Cool. Let's see. Do we want to... I sort of don't want to treat, like... I understand, as a doctor, what my job is and everything, but I'm not sure that treating this woman is actually going to be helpful in the long run. We're very short on supplies. Unfortunately, it being a video game somewhat breaks the relationship between your behavior here and your behavior in an actual plague situation. I'm assuming we won't be able to get anywhere near... No. Actually, we're remarkably close. She wanted that safety pin a lot more than I thought. Maybe we should go see Lara? Yeah, she's in danger. We should definitely go see Lara. Alright, well, let's go see Yulia first. Child, please tell me you have food. You do not. You have pills? Would you trade me those pills? You totally would, actually. I think we should hold on to our trade fodder in case we do find a kid who has food, right? So I'm hungry, I'm exhausted. It might be the case that after Lara's we just need to go home, because we can't sleep at Lara's in the situation we're in now. We'll starve to death. I'm assuming, yeah, nothing has been added here. So Yulia's not actually in danger anymore, for some reason. Her having gone to see the Inquisitor, made her not... I'm not misremembering, right? She was one of the people on the list. You might have seen me scrolling around here back and forth trying to figure out, like, did some people just become not infected anymore? Or you know what? Maybe it was that she was in danger and we had to save her once, but we did successfully save her. We still have to save Andre because Andre's business is... Wait, where is... Here it is, here it is. Yeah, because Andre's business is in a currently plagued quarter. It's a little frustrating that we couldn't have interacted with him outside the cathedral. Well, I feel bad about not remembering to give stuff to Ava. Okay, we gotta go... First of all, we gotta go give Lara some immunization. Secondly, we gotta go see if she has any food for me. Really hopeful that she will have some food for me. Okay, there's a step guy. Okay, yes, step dudes often have food. 3 and 2, damn it. Can't quite get the pemmican off of him. A bow to you, a bow. You see the lines far. Oh, I didn't do this conversation again. Yep. Help you reconsider. Yeah, shoot. I could really use some pemmican right now, actually. I may as well fill up as much as we can here. Yep, and that is... Well, you know what? We have room for a second stack of bottles of water. Let's go ahead and just use that. That's a lot of water that we just got there. Yeah, this is a pretty grim situation, to be perfectly honest with you. I have a lot of health, so that'll help us deal with the hunger for a while. Okay, kid has an egg. Need. Hello, small child. I desire this egg. Well, we could go like hazelnuts and a spring, or sorry, safety pin. Yeah, I mean, we can't not take the egg, right? It would be suicide to not take the egg. This other child does not have an egg. He does have a fingernail. Mayhap we should trade for the fingernail as a way of getting from Lara's to our place if we need to. I think that's probably a good idea. Go like marbles and peanuts for the fingernail. We have 1 point of trade value left over. I'll just take that. I'll take that version of that deal. I think we may actually need a fingernail here. I'm not trading for any of that. Ooh. Okay, but this kid doesn't want anything we have. Alright, let's head to Lara's. I would feel really bad if we, through incompetence or negligence, managed to get Lara killed. About as bad as I do feel about bad grief, which is pretty bad, actually. Okay, here comes the dangerous part. I guess I should let my stamina reset. Either of you lads want to trade anything interesting with me? You have bread, but no interest in anything I own. Okay, I suppose we gotta check this. Still waiting for stamina to reset a little bit here. A spring was a good find. Okay. My level of infection is climbing, by the way. I feel at this point very confident that that is true, that I am not imagining it. It's just going to keep getting worse. We're going to have to periodically take antibiotics, I think. Keep an eye on that meter, because I'm going to have to, oof. That's a hell of a sight. This is Lara's place, right? Maybe not. Maybe I've just run up to a random building. Hold on, we'll check the map in a moment here. I'm gonna have to probably take a tincture. Oh, this is totally Lara's place. Alright, Lara, where are you? Where are you in your weirdly huge and cavernous home? Seriously, this is like a ridiculously large place. In her bedroom? She's not home. Huh. Well, that's inconvenient for me. How am I gonna give her anything if she's not here to take it? I don't know of any other place she could be, right? Just walking around holding control in the hopes that I've missed her. Huh. I saw an interaction sparkle come off of that. I was just seeing the couch through the wall. Yeah, she's just not home. I'll tell you what, if she had any food in here, I would absolutely take it. I'll pay her back later, you know? Oh, no, there she is. How did I miss you? Oh, because you don't glow when I'm holding control is how I missed you. Alright, let's give her some of this plus tincture. We do the best we can for her. And she has nothing to say to me, and we really can't afford to sleep here because we gotta eat. So I guess let's use a fingernail to sail down to the... where's that? There's a boat. Okay, it's right on the other side of the house. Let's sail on down to by the shady shop. Hey there, buddy. Put away your fingernails, Barak Menku. Death stands behind your back. We will not carry it on our boats. What? What do you mean you won't? I'm about to suffocate here. Our boats will not leave infected districts. We can carry you into the plague, but not out of it. The air is heavy here. It drives the boat down. If we pull off, we'll sink. Huh. You can carry me into the infection, but not out, and the air won't drive you down when you carry me in, even though it's still infected. It sounds fishy. The plague accepts everyone, and lets go of no one. Yeah, alright, actually, that makes quite a bit of sense. Perhaps our boats refuse to travel infected water. Or maybe those are just words. Maybe we simply do not want to spread infection. This is a sensible argument. Why didn't you say so from the start? When one talks sense, they get begged and bribed. But what use would it be to bribe monsters in magic boats? You know what? That is also actually a really good point. Alright, so what do I do now? Go back on foot, Menku. The plague is the earth. One cannot escape it by water. Yeah, alright, well... Unfortunately, don't have a choice, so we need to get to this boat, then. Take that boat down to here, and then from here, high to the shady shop, where hopefully we can still afford some food. Boy, all of our meters are just in terrible positions, huh? Hey there, guy. Loot? Yep, let's take everything. Oh man, this ring is... Hold on. Alright, first of all, I'm going to take one of these minor immunity boosters. Make room. Ring actually pretty valuable. And good luck trading these. I'm running the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm just running into a different district. This is the direction I want to go. What is true of towns is true of men. Think that I actually maybe agree with that. Okay, starving rapidly. Hold on. Let's... Oh my god, the screen is getting darkened by so many different effects at the same time. And apparently they all just stack on top of each other. I know it's a pharmacy and not a grocery, but I'm just curious, do you have anything that counts as food? Nope, nothing I can eat. We get ourselves a new cloth mask, but honestly at this point I think we gotta be, We gotta figure that we're gonna have to pay an arm and a leg for the food that we need. All of our money must go toward this purpose. Okay, I see him over there. Oh, do not tell me I can't get through here. Goof. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so let me in. I'm just trying to get through to the other side of the building in the fastest way possible, because we are desperate. Okay, faster than walking around. We know those kids don't have anything for us. We've already traded with them. Child, have you food? You have no food. You do have needles. That's interesting. How much are the needles? 3 each? Go like marbles for a needle? I actually think that's a pretty good idea. Alright. You, for real, I need to be carried somewhere. Cost 2. I didn't realize that it... Okay, it's not a matter of it costing more to go different distances. It's a matter of now it just costs 2 for some reason. Well, that means that we're going to die. I'm afraid. Yeah, I think we're about to starve to death. Pretty much just comes down to whether or not we can find somebody to trade food off of. We're going to head in the general direction of the looted district. Okay, please stop putting garbage on my screen, though. Yeah, we're going to head in this general direction, and we'll see about maybe going to that store, but mostly we'll see about looting food, right? I think that's one of our very few remaining options. Oh, they like the ring quite a lot. Okay, maybe that's what we do instead. And then we go back and we do indeed take the boat. Boat is right through there. Yes, I know, I was just there. I agree with you, it is wild that I could already have forgotten where the boat was. Hopefully we won't starve to death while we're on the boat. That guy burning to death right in front of us turned out to be very valuable. Let's see, what do you think the odds are we make it to the other end of this boat journey in one piece? Okay, well, our health is actually not decreased by very much. Alright, so I don't think we have a lot of stuff that's actually very valuable to trade for food, but what we do have is just a lot of raw cash, and that's gonna have to be good enough, because we really have almost no other options. Oh my god, it's actually gotten so dark that I can't see. It's darker because we're low on health, and it's darker because we're low on stamina, and it's darker because we're in a plagued area, and it's darker because it's night. And like I said, it's just stacking all of those visual filters on top of each other, which sucks. Okay, food. Well, I'm not too worried about the thirst that's going to be added by this food. So I guess we just buy as much as we can. I mean, we're in a grim position here. Is it possible for me to get even 2 bits of food? Pills are worth something. The tinctures are worth effectively nothing. Water is worth something. Water's worth quite a bit. And actually, we do have a lot of it. We could sell these other boots. Most of our stuff is not really... Yeah, most of our stuff is not really worth anything. That sucks. Okay. We would need to make up just a huge amount of value here. If we sold all of these bottles, and also, let's see, the needles aren't that valuable. Obviously, we want to have some water, but we could sell quite a bit of this water, right? We're almost there. We also sold a couple of chisels. That does get the job done, and it actually makes enough room to carry all this food, although not actually in my inventory. Oh, sorry, never mind. I forgot that pemmican only takes up one slot. Okay, well, that's better. Our infection level is extremely high. Well, not extremely high, but high enough that I'm like worried about it now. Alright, well let's make it back to the hideout. We need to sleep. I'm taking a ton of damage from the infection again, and I'm so low on health that I am not confident. Let's drink some water. I'm so low on health that I'm not confident we would survive taking antibiotics. So I think what my plan is right now is to go home, take some morphine, and go to sleep. And then after we wake up, we can take some antibiotics to try to control the infection. And we'll just have to periodically dose ourselves with antibiotics until we can find some more schmouter. That said, I do still think like saving Notkin's life was pretty valuable, and I don't know that I think it was wrong to do so. Alright, let's throw some stuff in the thing here. Alright, brew me up some cures. Let's save the game. Oof, never mind. I was about to ask if Sticky wants to talk to us, but maybe we should just go ahead and dose and then sleep. It's like 4 hours? This will push us into day 8, unfortunately, but... And of course our sleep will be interrupted. Alright, that's a new one. I cannot move or do anything. Okay, got no sleep at all. Why? Just immediately the second I start to sleep, an interruption.
That spinning is new thoughts.
Time moves faster, yet there are fewer discontinuities. You'll have a chance to finish important business at night, or tomorrow. A new pantomime is being rehearsed. Nothing awaits you in the fund. Yep. I mean, there didn't seem to be any piles of people anywhere. We went to a lot of different parts of the town. Okay, Aspity is not infected, and only because of our efforts. Lara is infected, regardless of our efforts. Sabrov's dead, which is probably fine. Oh, you're kidding me, man. I wonder how many of these are scripted. I wonder if any of them are scripted. I'm just thinking, like, if none of them are scripted, that requires a lot of resilience in dialogue and plotting. Like, it's probably not a bad thing for the town, for the Sabarovs and Big Vlad and the Canes to die, to be perfectly honest with you. Patients haven't been cared for because I could not see any way to do that thing.
Waits no more.
But now that we're
It isn't uniform. Each day is full.
now that we're not getting paid again today, I think we might starve to death. Okay, and I know the voice is yammering at me. I really don't care at the moment. This is not the good stuff. Hold on.
The end is closer than you think.
This isn't even new yammering. The stuff made from the liver is really good. So, okay, it makes a painkiller when you make it out of the white tonic, actually. That's interesting. Well, then... This is made from infected blood. I'm going to give him the ferromycin, I think. That's a pretty good treatment. And then I'm going to give myself some antibiotics. Oof, that was really not enough for that. So we gotta find more antibiotics. I just take this? Yeah, that helped a fair amount. If we do it again, we'll die. Not from the thing itself, but from the damage over time. So Medrel made
How can
the actual
people protect
antibiotic.
themselves from the infection? You're a doctor. You should know.
Alright, let's have those made. And I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm actually in like pretty dire straits health-wise. Maybe what we should do is take some morphine and sleep a little bit more. We might have to. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna actually stop the episode right here. We're just gonna save again and then probably take a little nap. Dire straits, like really dire straits. It turns out the infection progresses remarkably quickly. You cannot just have a little bit of it. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time tomorrow to see if I can figure out a way to control my own infection again. It does suck. Like if the infection is as bad as they're making it here, it does completely suck that it is possible to just have the infection forced on you by an event through no fault of your own, because that murky thing is absolutely going to kill us. And honestly, that's kind of dumb. That's kind of bad. Okay, whatever. Come back next time, tomorrow, to see if we can figure out a way of handling this. And we'll see you then.